Xavier Worthy, which I'm excited to see.
See, you are focused on the Xavier Worthy piece of this, understandably. I am focused on the Josh Simmons piece of this. I think that if Mahomes, for the first time in a couple years, has high-quality tackle play and is comfortable in the pocket, because he's had great guard, center guard play, and now Tooney's gone, so that'll be a little different. We saw him have great deep balls to Justin Watson, to DeMarcus Robinson. You know what I mean? Yes, it's, of course, Tyreek was great, and it's nice to have a speedster, but if he has time, and it's why I think the Chiefs potentially having a true franchise left tackle on a rookie contract for the next 4 years is an absolute game changer for them. He's played in 5 Super Bowls. He's had 5 different starting left tackles for those Super Bowls, which is pretty crazy.
I tell you what, I think when Rashee Rice is able to play, him and Worthy, that's a very good.
It's a really good core.
More wonderful. Pet Adoption Day at Patriots training camp. Here's Stefan Diggs. Now, this is an adorable video of a little puppy getting away from Stefan Diggs. The real story is, Stefan is a full participant.
That is new.
8 months after he tore his ACL. He's 31 years old. I know we like to joke around, but I think that he's ready to contribute in a real way.
Go ahead, bro.
Well, look, they have a lot of holes in that roster. Sorry, Wilds.
Are you sure?
But I think I'm positive.
I think the offensive line and the receiving core that has some significant holes.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. I think you would agree. They've been good defense. It's good running back room. You like their quarterback. The offensive line and the receiving core. Yeah, but that's one. There's 5 positions. You would agree. It's fair.
If Diggs can turn back the clock, then you might have something.
He's a year older than Terry McLaurin.
But McLaurin's coming off one of his best years. He's coming off an injury and a down year before that. Now, what I will say is this. He only tore his ACL a few weeks before Ayuk tore his, and the comments on Ayuk are,
who knows?
We're not even ready to set a timeline. And so it is good that he didn't open camp on the pup list. No doubt about it.
It really feels like, I know he got injured and nobody wants to see that, but Ayuk got that money. Chill. He was dropping balls.
Wilds, I'm with you. I'm ready. I'm just ready to pencil Diggs in for 760 yards and 4 touchdowns. I'm ready. I am
you take that?
And then what do you want him to do after the bye?
Okay.
Mets Angels, man on second. This is for Christina, who always puts Mets footage in. I always forget. I end up putting Mets highlights in, and then I see that Christina suggested it, so I end up putting just...
Oh, yeah. Silly Christina, who puts Mets highlights where we could be having Snakes highlights.
I don't think the Snakes played.
It's a nice highlight.
I don't know if that's true.
Nice throw.
Mets win half game behind the Phillies, so shout out to the Mets. I'd like to catch the Phillies, who are, unfortunately just keep beating the Red Sox. Weird. Here comes Bryce Harper with a straight steal of home, and... Okay, we understand it. Narvaez gets called for yet another back-to-back catcher's interference.
Is that 5 on the year?
That's 5 on the year. But they're all different.
Well,
it's still.
I didn't realize, this is actually considered the same catcher's interference as.
He was safe anyway.
Yeah, so it should.
If I'm Harper, I don't even want them to call catcher's interference.
Yeah, because you don't get a steal.
I don't think you get the steal.
Yeah, you're right. Good point.
Now, the guy on second gets to move up to third, which he otherwise wouldn't, so maybe it's worth it.
Wonderful Royals Cubs on the mound, 45-year-old Rich Hill, who strikes out Kyle Tucker. At 45, he's the oldest player in baseball. 3 runs, 2 unearned, 6 hits over 5 innings. The Royals lost 6-0 yesterday, but you have an update.
8-4, heading into the bottom of the 9th, about to take a series from the Cubs, who you guys told me could win the World Series.
Who said that? Who said that?
When we had Ken Rosenthal on.
But Ken Rosenthal's not. Did you say the Cubs are going to win the World Series? I think the Dodgers.
I think you asked. He mentioned the Cubs were a real threat.
Yeah, and you guys were like, "That's what I've been saying." Now
I don't think.
I'm just telling you.
Y'all get above 500 first.
Okay. Well, 3 games under in a minute.
Get above 500.
All right, that's fine. 3 games under. How many back in the wild card? 3. We're right there.
Tigers, Pirates. O'Neill Cruz on second. Get this. Ground ball to the third baseman, throws it. Torkelson, he's like, I missed it, no big deal. I'll just kind of jog over here and get it. O'Neill Cruz not running as fast as he can. Psych! I'm out of here! Scores, Pirates win 2 in a row, which is like winning 10 in a row for other teams.
And he might be available.
O'Neill Cruz?
That was the
I didn't
report
hear
today. Let me. Would you like the report?
Yeah, I'd like to hear the report. Does it say O'Neill Cruz is available?
The report reads as following. Gosh darn it, I just had it. MLB analyst Matt Clement on 93.7 The Fan talks about trading O'Neill Cruz to the Yankees for Jason Dominguez and Anthony Volpe.
Hoo-wee.
I wouldn't do that deal.
If you're who?
If I was the Yankees.
If you're the Yankees?
Jason Dominguez and Volpe? Volpe and no. Jason Dominguez.
Again, so
Jason Dominguez.
I don't want to put out bad information.
You might get
He is not reporting that is being done. Upon further analysis, he is suggesting the idea.
No, I'm not trading Jason Dominguez.
I love Cruz.
I love Jason Dominguez. They call him the alien. He's unbelievable. Give him a shot. He's like 22
in the pot.
Here's the other thing I saw. The beat writer for the I'm dialed into this Pirates beat. Beat writer for the Pirates from the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette says the Pirates are getting calls on O'Neill Cruz and they're listening to those offers. I'm just letting you know.
I'll call about Paul Skeens while I'm at it.
O'Neill,
I'm dialed in.
Cruz in a big market like that.
Oh, he'd be great.
Remember
he had the
awesome
attitude, he was a little bit frustrated. He let the ball
Shout
go.
out,
Yeah.
Andrew Filipponi, 93.7 The Fan.
We're at Colts camp, checking in on Daniel Jones is on the far screen. There he goes, and there's Anthony Richardson.
Wait, what?
Hold on, what am I watching?
Which
You're watching Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson take snaps. This was and that's it. Daniel Jones and Anthony Richardson.
Hold on.
There's Daniel Jones.
Oh, Richardson airmails 81, and 81 looks like he's 6'8".
Well, it's a little bit unfair to judge someone's training camp by just a snippet of video. But Anthony Richardson is.
But you can judge it by a tweet.
Oh, he's missing.
He is out on the
both of them missing,
field.
guys?
Yeah, but they did say that they're gonna keep his throwing to a minimum. I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna work out for my guy.
You ready to call it already?
He is your guy, Nick. I'm glad.
He was tepidly of that. No, that is
I remember
not true.
Love.
That's not true. The actual quote was, "I don't love any of these quarterbacks, Bryce, CJ, or Richardson. But if I had to take one, I would take the wild card in Richardson." That's what I said.
Wild card.
So yeah, but
you know what this is? This is the Anthony Richardson story. If I was Sean McVay or Kyle Shanahan, look, he obviously needs to develop, and we are the quarterback developing gurus.
Yeah, but you don't want to put that type of pressure on Purdy. A guy like Richardson, step in the locker.
Just letting it loose.
Look at how Purdy helped Darnold. He could help.
Exactly right. Look, I was going to help Mac Jones.
Change Darnold's life.
Okay. I mean, it's true.
He did.
Check in on Bears camp, where Caleb has some lofty goals. He has some team goals, so he's not just talking about personal, but he did mention some personal goals, which is 4,000 yards and completing 70% of his passes. Last year, only 4 guys did that. Joe Burrow, Goff, who obviously was coached by Ben Johnson, The Bake Show, and Geno, who was good.
Yeah,
Geno is good.
Geno's
a good quarterback.
But for some reason his spot.
He's not better than Justin Herbert. And you know it. You're not even debating me on that.
It's just Bruce's quarterback ranking system.
That's how he just fades.
Because I have a ranking. You don't. And you say they're all fluid except for Geno, who you're just.
Where's Goff in your ranking?
You've just never gotten over the fact that Geno took over for your guy Russ and was better. It's what it is. It's 100% that.
For a while, you were like the #1 Russ guy.
Yes.
And when Geno took his job
and you were
and
like,
played better.
oh my God, you think they're going to be good, Nick? Because I said they were going to make the playoffs without Russ. And you were beside yourself.
Yes.
And ever since then, you've been mad at Geno.
It's true.
No, it's what happened.
It was like 6 years ago.
I know. It's so long ago.
Y'all talking about him like he's a top 5.
I thought he had 4,000 passing yards and completed 70% of his passes.
You know who had a better passer rating than him?
Oh my God, Brock Purdy.
Thank you.
Brock just renamed the. You know how we're gonna have a third hour? Maybe that's what it should be.
The Brock Purdy Power Hour.
Featuring Brock Purdy.
First things first, featuring Chris Broussard, Brock Purdy, and boxing conversations that you could have had at any point in the last 10 years.
All right, so
Manny Pacquiao, Mayweather, 20
season
minutes.
for Caleb Williams is
2.
And I think we'll agree on this because we don't have time to disagree. So I hope we do. Ideally it'd be both, but either of these would be a success. They make the playoffs.
Yes.
Or he has an awesome individual statistical year. He has to have one of the two. Obviously, you would like both. But one of the two, and you can say, big step in the right direction. So, like, 4,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 12 picks. You know, at 98 quarterback rating, but they go 8-9 or 9-8 in the playoffs.
Like a Joe Burrow year would be great.
Or they go,
Joe Burrow.
but that's
no, but I'm saying like
Burrow
I'm lighting it up, but the team is not great.
Or 11-6 with numbers a little bit better than last year, and the team wins and he looks pro.
I tend to agree with you. Here's the thing: if he has awesome individual numbers or very good individual numbers, it's hard to imagine him not.
If the defense is terrible, if the defense just falls off.
Yeah, that would right. The offense is scoring a ton. Defense didn't hold up its end.
You know, a Hail Mary again.
Yeah,
okay.
Lose again.
A poor man's Joe Burrow year is what you're describing. Yeah,
love that.
Yeah, not MVP.
Zepbound means change.